All right. So you looked over the assignment. You saw a video about how to begin an assignment. Now we got to figure out how to calculate out what's going to cost to build this. Hoping you had time yesterday to spend to figure out some ideas, how you want to make this, how tall, how wide, how big. You can modify a little bit what he wants. He asked for a 2-inch overhang. That's minimum. If you give him a 3 or a 4 or a 5, he'll be happier. The top can't get any bigger. It's got to fit through doorways in the school, so that's kind of stuck with that one. As far as you want to add a middle shelf or more handles, go for it. Okay. But here today, to calculate out this materials, here we have that worksheet. All right. It's a lot like the one you use for the Mr. Bloom's cart or shelf. Difference is it's blank. This one's blank. So you fill out the part you're going to be estimating for. Maybe it's the legs. Maybe it's the horizontal frame parts. Maybe it's going to be the angle iron, the solid top, the little corner brackets, all that stuff. Okay. Then we got to figure out too is how many parts do you need, give a description of it, and total length. Let's say you talk about the, we'll call it the legs. And of course I have 4 legs on my cart, okay? I'm gonna say this is a 2-inch by 2-inch by 3/16 square tubing legs for the cart. I also want to put maybe the length of them. Maybe each is whatever long. All right. And I figure out what's my total length. Well, it's how long each one is times 4, right? That goes there. So fill out the descriptions and the quantities and the parts. Okay. If you need more space, just gotta add more. How? Any one as you want. Right click in it, pick the one called insert row below, then watch. Gain an extra line. Look at that. Okay. Down below is our pricing stuff here. Let's later. So we have figured out the total length of your 1.25 by 1.25 by 3/16 angle iron needed. So based on how much you've already added up here, give me the total length needed. Okay. How much total tubing do you need? That goes here. The total area of that top, that goes here. Okay. If you want smaller than what he had asked for, figure that out. That goes here. All right. The cost of angle iron. What's it cost per unit and per foot? How do you solve that? Right up here. This Coremark Metals is the site we use for getting metal here at ZMHS. Okay. When it loads up, we want to search for metals. And we're going to be using steel. Okay. We want to use for that tubing, it's going to be not bar, structural tube. Ours are going to be square tubing. And then it says I have one option available. Pick that one. And we got to figure out, I want some 2-inch by 2-inch tubing. In thickness, I want 3/16. Okay. And if I buy it by the whole stick, here it is. So it's for a 24-foot stick, it's $88.13. So I would say my sheet over here is going to be for down here, tubing. The 24-foot piece is $88 and whatever cents. Then you figure out what's the cost per foot. How do you find that? You just take the 24 divided by this to get your price, right? So you would take the 24 feet divided by the $88 and whatever cents, that goes here. All right. Same goes for everything else. If I back out of here, go back to steel, now I want for my angle iron, that's going to be steel angle. We want to have equal legs, because it's both 1 1/4, 1 1/4. And I find my 1 1/4 by 1 1/4, and I find my 3/16. Again, here is the price per 20 foot. So 20 feet cost this much money. Figure out the price per. If that steel top, it's more of a sheet, not a plate, more of a sheet. I'll be able to get enough out of my cut to get the pads for my 4 caster wheel pads, plus all my little gusset plates, plus the top. So you gotta figure all that stuff out. For us, we want to use here called cold rolled steel. Okay, this hot rolled stuff is more brittle. Cold rolled what we use for our tops in our shop. So cold rolled sheet. We want a 3/16 thickness. Well, what is that? Is it an option? No, it's not. Okay, so we're going to use the one called 11 gauge. 11 gauge. Okay, so we're going to probably get a 4x8 sheet. A 4x8 sheet is $160. So for that, back out here, you'd say that slab is for a 4x8 sheet, it's $160. You figured out price per square foot. That goes here. Okay. So again, you got to add in the parts we have. We have the legs. Where's that cart? Go back. Here it is. Think. We got to add in the legs, frame, the angle iron, more tubing for the handle. Okay. The 4 pads with the same material as the top, same material as these little corner gusset plates. So figure all the material out, add everything up. If you're cutting it and welding it, we gotta buy it, we gotta pay for it. All right. So there's that list. Fill it all out when you're done. Give me the total, and then move on to the next part of the assignment.